My name is TrippedUp, and I am a Brawlhalla YouTuber. I am also the self-proclaimed #1 Obama player in Brawlhalla. But perhaps most importantly, I am the creator of the infamous Caster Downfall video, which may go down as one of the most controversial videos in Brawlhalla history. Now, there were many detractors to my video, but one of the most popular arguments I saw was,
a lot of people have opinions on casting, but they have never cast a top level of something. Tell me what events you've cast. What commentary experience do you have?
I could discredit this argument by pointing out the fact that it's a logical fallacy, and therefore makes no sense, but you know what? That's the easy way out. So, I can't critique casting because I'm not a caster, right? Well, what if I just became a caster? This seemed rather obvious, but then I asked myself, how does one become a caster? Well, it just so happens that my 2v2's teammate, StickX, is the owner of the Weapon Trials tournaments. Unfortunately, I knew that alone wouldn't be enough to get me hired, especially when they have such top-tier talent like Flaming MBL and hockey.
Hockey tour, spur rum on that thing.
If I wanted to become a caster, I knew that I'd have to undergo some rigorous training. And so, it began. Each day, I would wake up and do the same training regiments. It was long, it was arduous. Some days I wanted nothing more but to lie down and quit. But no, if I wanted to prove the haters wrong, this is what I would have to do. And so, after weeks of enduring this grueling training, I am finally ready to learn the secrets of casting. Please, teach me your ways. Oh, and just like that, me, along with the Scythe propagandist Rage, were set to cast the top 8 of the EU Boots Weapon Trials. I was feeling a bit nervous to do my first casting block, but thankfully I had plenty of support from my fans. And before I knew it, it was time. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the EU Weapon Trials. Man, my picture is very outcropped here, but I am joined here with Rage, and we got some pretty interesting matches going on today. Tell me about them, Rage. Right off the bat, you can kind of tell that I'm not exactly sure what to say, but thankfully I quickly pick up my rhythm.
Oh, predictions are up, by the way, chat, so go ahead and predict. I'm putting all my money on Awesome, all 50 points.
So, we got Munir spam locking in the Tezca, and we have Awesome with the Tezca as well, and we should be getting started here very shortly. But yeah, this should be a 3-0 in the favor of Munir, right? I mean, that's kind of like the table tear here that it's supposed to be for Munir. But there's always that part of you that wants to see Awesome do very, very well and maybe even upset Munir. We just saw a very good upset with Amit and Sapphire, so this should be interesting as well. But we're getting here into game 1, Munir versus Awesome. Here we go. Even though I just started, we've already encountered the biggest mistake that I make throughout this casting block. I say the word here way too many times. In fact, here's a compilation of all the times I say here in just the first game. Here we go. Here. Don't get too hasty here. Here are some crazy options here. Here. I swear, if I hear myself say that word one more time... Wait a minute. Anyways, please try to ignore the unnaturally large amount of times that I say that word. Thank you.
Let's see how they stack up. Okay, it looks like Awesome wants to play more safe, doesn't want to gamble. I lied.
Yeah, there was plenty of gamble there, and it does not pay off. As you can see, we have Munir taking the first stock. They're very, very aggressive off stage here, which makes sense since they're both playing Tezca, which are two very good weapons for off stage. So, of course, they'll be doing the off stage. Weapon throw misses. And man, Munir is just going for some crazy options here. He wants to get these clips.
Awesome struggling to kill right now. He really needs this kill. I don't know how he's going to get it, but hopefully a Sig lands right here. Oh, nope, from Munir. Never mind.
It looks like barely knocks out because of the way that the Sig works with N-Sig on gauntlets. It does much less force, but it doesn't touch the stage. And wow, what a haymaker option there. Good job from Awesome. Let's see, is it possible for him to bring this back?
It does look like Awesome has some sparks of Ember that he could be taking into this game, but Munir is just shutting them all out. Not really being able to get anything started. All of these GCs, Munir is blowing them with all these N-Lights! He can't do anything! That's the 5th N-Light.
This is just BM right here. Oh my goodness, Munir, let the lad live. Let him live. Munir wants to close things out with the unarmed. Gets another end light. This is ridiculous. Weapon throw.
He could not.
And that closes out game 1 with a actually pretty close game, although Munir was kind of trolling, so we can't really tell whether it was a close game or not. But anyways, yeah, that does it for game 1. And we can see here Munir is actually switching over to Vivi, or Mega Man, aka the most annoying crossover in the game. So that should be pretty interesting. And of course, Awesome staying on the Tezca.
I feel like Munir is getting ahead of himself. You know, I think Awesome is gonna lock in next game, and he's gonna take advantage of all those end lights and all that BM that he was doing.
Yeah, I feel like Karma is on the side of Awesome here, so I'd love to see him answer back in this game too, but only time will tell. We are getting into it. They're banning the maps right now, and we're going to Demon Island, always a favorite among competitors here, and yeah, we're getting into game 2 here.
Oh, Munir already with the SIGs. More SIGs.
And that's just how it is with Vivi, as you know. Very creative kit, very interesting, very spammable, especially pre-nerf. And, oh, Munir gets the first stock of it. Wow, below this stage. That is such an awesome stock there. No pun intended. But, yeah.
Oh, Downside gets stuffed out by the recovery. Dare. Another dare. Spot out GC downlight. Oh, Awesome's just getting red over and over. He needs to find a way to work defensively against Munir. Okay, he gets a side sig, hopefully gets the kill. There it is. It's not over yet.
That low defense of Vivi is something we gotta pay attention to, because one good string could take him down to even health here. But let's see how it goes. We got D-Light again, D-Sig, lots of D things. That's how Vivi often goes. He's going for it again and again, just Sig after Sig, and it's working for the most part here. GC and Sig takes off the top corner, and this is looking like a commanding lead for Munir. GC gets snuffed out by the end light, and always off stage. Awesome is. Oh, that was a good option. He gets saved. Munir gets recovery, and what should have been a done deal is. Oh, well, now it's done. But man, what a save on Munir's part to get the recovery, which brought him back. That could have cost him the game, but in the end, did not matter. And we see a resounding 2-stock from Munir. All right, we're going in here to game number 3, back to Demon Island. As you can see, Munir is now swapped over to the Red Raptors. He's just getting a whole different range of Boots characters here. I'm surprised to see no King Zuva. I'd love to see him played by somebody, but that's all right. We're getting to it here, and the orb is already coming up from Munir. We see side air, GC, side sig. That's a common thing for Raiders to do, and man, we almost see a stock taken, but not quite. Get a combo. Nair missed.
Now it's the Boots Ditto and Light. Oh, Awesome. Reading him? Never mind, when you're reading him back. That's really the thing with Boots though, right? You just have to see who gets to read first. It's really impressive to watch, to be honest.
I'd say the side sig weapon throw might take the stock here. Okay, GC Insig is enough to bring him back. That won't kill. So we got a close stock here, and oh, that is just not enough to take him off the side. I mean,
Munir he might be looking for the 3-stock. I think he's gonna be playing. Oh, never mind. Awesome gets a kill. Yep.
But oh, it's in vain. As you can see, Awesome going down 2-0, or sorry, 2 stocks, and that is a 3-0 for Munir, and pretty convincing one at that. I mean, it's definitely not surprising. This is kind of the outcome we all expected. As you can see, the predictions, I believe, were like 98% to 2%, and the 2%, I think, were me and you, Rage. So, yeah, it was pretty much a done deal from the start, according to the audience. But it's still fun to see what could happen. And nonetheless, it was a great attempt from Awesome. So good job to both competitors. We'll be having Munir moving on to the next round. And we will still see more from Awesome later. He's moving down to the losers bracket, and he'll be on stream later. So tell us about the next 2 competitors we'll be seeing on stream here.
So we have Rain, well-known EU BAL player in 1s, 30s. I'm not sure what he plays in 2s. And we have Amit, who just made the greatest upset in the tourney, I would say, against Saphir, who, if you guys don't know, Saphir beat Sandstorm at BCX. So he's pretty big right now. I'm honestly super excited to watch this. I have my money on Amit.
Yeah, well, we always like an underdog. That's what everyone says. And yeah, predictions should be up. Yes, predictions are up for this match. So go ahead. And as we see, Amit is actually taking a lead here. Probably because someone's stacking him, and that person is actually me.
That's just me. That's just me.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
it's
that's
me
us.
too.
That's us.
All in on Amit. Okay, yeah.
All in on
all in
Amit.
on Amit. Here we go.
I'm ready to lose all my points again. I mean,
All my
when I say all in, I only mean like 10, because I did just lose them all.
Oh.
Honestly, how important do you think Game 1 is for this set?
I think it's very important. I think it sets the tone for how things are going to go, because if Amit takes game 1, that kind of shows that he's got the ability to take this, and that might affect Rain at a mental standpoint. All right, another end light, and an end sig brings him down. Weapon throw, and Rain
light.
on the... Oh, he wasn't able to bring it back. Man, Amit is just taking things to the next level already, and we're just getting to game 1, 45 seconds in.
Amit is such a good boots player. He really dominated against Sapphire, and it wasn't really like a... he got lucky. No, you could really tell that there was a skill difference between the boot players. Just like this, he gets the... Oh,
That was so close. He can't bring it back.
He just zero death him.
Oh my goodness, Amit is insane.
Truly showing that me and Tripped were not gambling all our money away.
Those were some investments right there, because we're about to cash heavy.
We
but
are.
Rain, not to be outdone, wants to bring that stock to a close, so he has about an even stock, 1 stock lead for Amit here.
And light,
Okay.
not gonna kill yet.
No,
Let's
no,
see.
let's
Amit.
towards the batter
Amit,
going, but recovery and takes it. And yeah, like I said before the set started, the first game will be tone defining here. So we've already set the tone that Amit definitely can take this, which I had no doubts about to begin with, but that definitely sets the tone for Rain and everyone else watching who might have been skeptical about whether Amit can take this. But that shows right there, he absolutely can, and we're getting into game 2 here. But yeah, they're definitely both favoring the off-stage play. Definitely want to both go for those 0 to deaths or quick kills, which I cannot blame them, because that's what boots are often very good for. We see the clips from, you know, Sandstorm's boots back in BCX of 2023. Everyone knows that clip against Blaze, I believe, where he threw him against the ropes.
And Blaze doesn't seem to have any answers as Sandstorm looks for one more hit. Goes, oh! He's against the ropes! Against the ropes! On guides!
That was an amazing clip.
The game has slowed down a lot, I will say. No stocks taken. Well, 2 stocks taken in the first 2 minutes is so much slower than last game.
Yeah, I will say they definitely starting to, like, I think Rain might be respecting Amit a lot more now after that game, which is why I was saying that it's tone setting, because now Rain understands, hey, this isn't a freebie, this isn't a 3-0, this is something I actually have to fight for, and Rain is starting to respect that, and I think that's why the game has slowed down. He's starting to choose more neutral options rather than going for aggressive things, which you might go against an unexperienced player if you're a pro like Rain. Now we got unarmed. Back to the boots for Rain, goes very low there. That might cost him the stock. It does, and Amit is now up in the game. Oh, he's definitely playing this like he's just another pro, which, I mean, just seeing by this, he absolutely feels like it, and Rain is going to even things up here, but Amit with a small damage lead.
Red situation. Let's see what Amit can do. Does he give in?
Oh, close. Oh, and Rain takes game 2 with a recovery off the top. And that was a very close game. Very much different than the first game. This is going to be a very close game. I can see it going to game 5, but only time will tell as we get here into game 3.
Amit, you know, he came in with a surprise. He 0 to death him, but now he has to adapt back to Rain's pace and see if he can do the same thing while also playing super slow.
Ooh. All right. Rain starts with a combo and gets reversed by Amit. There we go.
Honestly, surprising to see Rain overextend like that off stage while Amit has gauntlets, because it's kind of obvious that he would ground pound there, but maybe Rain is having some fun here. Yes, Amit hits an end light, sends him back off stage. Oh, down light set. Let's see if he can convert into it in 1 sig.
Oh,
He sends him downward.
And he has no options to come back. Amit with an entire stock lead. This is game-changing here. Weapon throw up, trying to guard himself from any ground pound that could come out. Speaking of which, right there.
Oh, no
does
options.
whip. And now Rain, no options. This could... Okay. Goes for a risky option, that GC Insig. D-Light, side air.
Oh, Rain needs a kill here.
He does. He desperately needs it. He'll be going for a lot of risky options. As I said, it goes for 1 and it whiffs. And Amit taking with a 2-stock game, and as you said, that is very tone setting, because now he has all the momentum going to game 4, and Rain is going to have to find a very big change in his playstyle in order to get a game 4 and a game 5.
Honestly, he just needs to stay on stage, I would say.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I think part of that comes from the first stock of this third game here, where he overextended and got ground pound. It's a very common option for Gauntlets players to go for if there's an overextension. And Rain definitely knew the risks going into that, I feel. I think he was just going for an advanced read there. It didn't pay off. And I think that he's going to be thinking about that a bit more and probably spending a bit more on stage, not going for those risky options, as that's what helped him to win Game 2. And I think that he might have gotten a bit carried away, and that's what made him lose Game 3. So let's see if he's able to adapt back to his slower playstyle in Game number 4, which we're about to get into.
Oh, apparently I've received some news that Ahmet won the last weapon trials for Orb, so he is no stranger to the weapon trials or winning in general. Rain not overcommitting like last game, there we go. And he's gonna take the stock, just as easy as that. Is this all he needed all along?
Absolutely. I feel that he was way overconfident going for a lot of these risky options that got him punished, because Ahmet is no player to laugh at. He is definitely a strong competitor. As you just said, he won the Orb Trial, and he's also doing very, very well here, of course. So he is definitely no lame competitor here. And I feel that Rain might have been underestimating his power, but as you see here, going for really weird options, and oh my, he brings him down, but that is going to be the stock for both of them. So at least he was able to bring down that stock, but still an entire stock lead and the weapon starve coming out from Rain onto Ahmet.
Look at him. Rain got the win.
What I would love to see here from Ahmet is to bring out the Red Raptor. It doesn't
Oh, God.
he's going to, but I feel like that would help him a lot of a character swap. That's just my opinion, though. Let's see what he goes for. Maybe a ground pound or a side air. Nope, he doesn't go for that. Instead, he gets sent off stage himself. Rain looking for weapon throw, misses, and he tries to go for something. Oh, he's out of options, and Rain now takes a lead, a very small one, but still a lead indeed. And let's see how Ahmet answers back with a side air.
I would say Ahmet should try to keep him off the gauntlets as much as possible. Keep him on the boots, try to take advantage of that.
Absolutely, and Ahmet right now getting some damage onto Rain, keeping him off the weapon, goes to the weapon starve, gets a side light, sends him off stage, and Rain struggling a bit here, but does pick up the weapon. Let's see how he answers back. Side air, in lights, starts to build up some damage. Oh, another side air.
Let's see Ahmet on the gauntlets, side sig, takes the stock. Ooh.
What is side sig? I mean, absolutely amazing option, and Ahmet now has a commanding lead. If he has any steam up in the bag, he does get that in-sig, almost kills, as that high force of Tesco will often do, and gets the ground pound, answers right back, and this is a very close Game 5. Oh, and that puts him right into the range. Now, another recovery or a sig could be enough to kill Rain, but Ahmet isn't too close behind in damage, so one more good combo or string. Just as I say that, the in-sig almost kills, not enough, but that should be sending some big warnings to Ahmet here. Anything could kill him now. Same with Rain. They're both going to be very careful with the options they throw out, or at least they should be. The recovery just not enough to take him off, but anything will kill Ahmet now. He'll be playing very, very careful, but let's see what he does. Weapon throw, sends him off stage. He doesn't want to go for anything too risky. He knows he gets reversed by the gauntlets. Goes for a cider. Now Rain's off stage. Cider himself. Is he going for a weapon throw? Maybe a go. Let's go! Ahmet with the ground pound. He takes it over Rain 3-2. And let's go. We just cashed. We just cashed on those channel points. Everyone that doubted us, you guys better be apologizing to us in chat right now, because we just got the biggest payday of our lives.
And just like that, the first half of the block was over.
But we are going to be going to break here, a very short break, but we will be back, me and Rage.
But it was here that I committed my first real mistake.
Go sub to me on YouTube. I gotta plug myself a little bit, of course.
Follow me on Twitter, Rage22.
It turns out that casters are not allowed to plug until the end of their block, which is why the mics were cut so abruptly. Now, I wasn't told this, but it's still a mistake nonetheless. Of course, I'd be sure to address this coming into the second half of our block.
And we are back from break. Welcome back to the EU weapon trials for boots. And we are sponsored by Meow today. I was informed that I'm not allowed to plug yet, so do not go subscribe to my YouTube channel yet. Anyways,
thankfully, we are now on my channel, where there are no restrictions on when I can plug. Speaking of which, why don't you go ahead and like and subscribe? If you do, I guarantee you'll have one more like and subscriber.
Anyways, so we have, it seems like a Thea versus Tesco, which is very interesting to see Thea here. Very often described as a low-tier character, which I cannot agree more. Definitely low-tier with that super high dex and super high speed. What do you mean, what? That 3 defense? That's like Thatch right there. You get
Those
killed.
SIGs are crazy. Those SIGs are crazy. All I'm
They
saying
might
is,
be, but if you get killed by 2 attacks, if you're fighting against Teros, you know that's not exactly a good thing. But
just
you know,
don't get hit.
we'll see. Maybe Raiden will show us that she's actually a high tier character. Who knows? Winter Small World's End game number 1. Let's get it started. And yeah, all right. Starting off with the Lance, as we were told, that is Raiden's main, and already starting off pretty strong here with a couple of hits. And starting off strong. There's not very many Lance players nowadays, especially at the top level. Which, of course, I know this is a Boots trial, so it's not exactly the same. But it's very interesting to see. The only person I know that is. Oh my goodness!
Stock. Oh my god, he was light orange. Honestly, Rain's mantle has to be shot. It has to be shot.
Another ground pound almost gets the kill. Not exactly though. Not enough force due to the low damage here, but still absolutely insane. GC side like Dare and is going for a D-Sig. Those SIGs are pretty insane. I will agree. But as you see, the low defense almost gets the kill off on Raiden. But Rain here, there we go, shuts out the stock, and that's a pretty good lead here for Raiden.
This is not at all what I was expecting from Raiden. Oh my goodness, with the commanding lead, entire stock. It looks like Raiden truly has mastered the Lance ground pound, honestly.
You're absolutely right, and let's see how he responds. Now, as you can see, that little bit of Boots hits right there was able to build up a lot of damage, and that is because of the very low defense of Thea with only 3 defense, and Boots does not very do much damage on their own, but still, with the low defense and high attack of Tezuka, it did do a lot of damage. So Raiden will have to be very careful. I'm struggling not to say Rain or Raiden, the very, very close names here, which Raiden is already going for with these SIGs, and no way! Yeah, I'd be interested to see how he responds here, because as you saw from last set, he had the exact same thing happen. A player who he definitely should be beating according to the PR and the seeds. He should definitely be winning there, but he gets the first game very convincingly so. Same thing with his set against Amit. So let's see how he responds going back to Small World's End and no character swaps. Okay, Raiden starting to build some damage. Gets on stage, goes for a D-Sig, just barely misses. I'm surprised Raiden could even dodge that. Goes for it again. Side Sig is spot dodge through, takes him on stage, weapon throw misses, down air, and that's enough to take the stock. Just kidding! The GC and Sig gets him back on stage. What an amazing option from Raiden there. Okay, gets back over the Lance. D-Sig barely misses, goes for it again, does not take off the other side.
It looks like both players are very well even. Oh, Raiden with a ground pound and takes the stock. Oh no, that's Raiden. Raiden with a ground pound and takes the stock. Raiden's
What an amazing ground pound. Wow. All right.
He looks like he's the ground pound master, doesn't he?
Well, another side Sig. Raiden really favoring these side Sigs that almost takes off the side. As I said, the low defense of Thea really not helping out there, but thankfully able to hold on to the stock for now. Side Sig coming out. The weapon throw, he's trying to weapon starve Rain so far, doesn't want to get killed as he knows the low defense is going to hurt him in the long run, but almost takes off there. Not enough, but he's going for the kill here. Recovery, not enough here. And yeah, this is very, very close, and there he goes.
Recovery kills, and finally, Raiden taking another stock lead.
Unarmed, swaps with the weapon. He's definitely favoring these. Oh, what an insane option!
What option is that? What option is that?
Who does that? That is insane. Raiden is just boggling our minds right now with both the Lance and the Boots, going for insane options no one's expecting, not even Rain himself, which is why he took that stock. And wow, this is just a commanding lead, 2-0 for Raiden in this set. Not the same as the Amit versus Rain set where he went 1-1, 2-2 for game 5. This might be a closeout for Raiden. So, okay, we're seeing Rain take the first good, huge, or not huge, but sizable lead here in this set. So let's see how he capitalizes off of that, or if Rain can bring it back. As you can see, he's fishing for an early kill. Oh my goodness, and he gets the kill off of that. That is an insane kill. I'm not sure if he didn't have any options left or if that was just from the kill box, but man, that really just goes to show that low defense is really hurting here, and now Rain has a huge lead going to this game 3. Could this be the comeback? Ooh, voice crack. And he is on stage now, goes for a GCD sig, doesn't work out, but he doesn't get punished. Wow, that was close. That was insane. Rain going for an insig, and he is just about to get killed. Tries to go for the ground pound, repeating what he did in game 1, doesn't work out. Tries it again, doesn't work. Weapon throw up, might try and get a ground pound from Rain, and he gets it back. What a reversal!
Although he was down 2 stocks, it was looking grim, but at least he stayed playing the game. You know what I mean? By all standards or measures in our game, Raiden should be losing this.
Those damage. We heard someone's fire detector beep in the background. That's always fun.
That was not mine. That was not mine.
Well, it wasn't mine either. Anyways, doesn't matter because we got some action going here. Weapon throw misses, and Rain tries to go for the ground pound. Doesn't work out this time like it did in the past couple of games. And now Rain does take a bit of a lead here.
But let's see how he ends this stock, because it honestly looks like he's carrying the momentum over. Taking him off stage. Rain, no dodge. Grab and throw. Oh, GC down like ground pound. That's it.
Is Raiden gonna get reverse sweeped here? I mean, it's not too unexpected since Rain is definitely the higher seeded and higher PR'd competitor, but still, it seemed like Raiden had a commanding lead at the start. So let's see if he can see a bit of a return to form, or if Rain's game plan has changed enough to where he cannot be defeated and he will go on to win this set. Let's find out. So, tries to go for the GCD light there. Doesn't work out. And the ground pound response, and that sends him down enough to kill. Wow, the ground pound's just been insane this entire set. First it started with Raiden getting lots of kills that way, and now it's Rain answering back with the ground pound. This is just a ground pound centric game. Can Raiden bring this back, or is this too late? Is the momentum too big on Rain's part? It seems so. What an insane straight. Keeps going. What an insane 0 to death from Rain there. Absolutely commanding this game 5. Oh my goodness, I think this might be it. Goes for a haymaker, so he's able to close out that stock, but still an entire stock lead in, all the momentum on Rain's side. This might just be it.
I would not count Raiden out yet. He did miraculously kill Rain in 2 minutes twice. I'm just like I was saying. What the set last year hoops? That would have killed.
Goes for the ground pound. Don't
like
get
I said
crazy here. Oh my goodness, the triple Sair was insane. Built up a good amount of damage. Can he do this? He goes for it again. Okay, doesn't commit with the side air.
Let's see if we can get back on stage to begin with. Just got
styled on with the weapon throw, and that is going to be 3-2 for Rain. What an insane set. I mean, we thought that was going to be a sweep on Raiden's part, but Rain, the competitor that he is, definitely can never count him out. And as we can see, reverse sweeps Raiden for the 3-2. And we do have an update here on the brackets itself that we are not watching right now, but we had some DQs from FXL and from Whale Noob. They both were DQ'd, so we are not going to be going into those games. Instead, we'll be having Awesome versus Saphir. Let's see if we're going to the same maps as always, or if we see something a little bit different. I'd be interested to see if that happens, but it appears nope. Back to Small World's End. Always a good classic.
It kind of looks like that's all we play, huh? Small World's End, and then what is it?
Demon's Island.
Fortress of Lions.
Sometimes, yeah.
Fortress of Lions, sometimes.
Gets a side air, gets an invite, sends him off stage, opts for the gauntlets instead. Maybe he's looking for a ground pound. Nope, whiffs. Instead, Awesome sends him off stage instead. Gets a side, and boom, D-Light into recovery. And now he's into kill percent and gets the kill. Now Saphir with a lead.
Oh, Saphir with the offstage interaction with a GCN sig, and Awesome is dead. Just like that, Saphir has taken the stock.
Okay.
So bringing it back with the end there, sending him off stage. Saphir got in trouble. Awesome. He'll take a stock right here and prevent the 2 stock. Ooh, just as I say that, he gets hit with a GCN sig. Good game, to be honest.
That was such an interesting end-sig from Saphir there, because he knew he was going for the side sig or some sort of option, maybe it was like a side light or a D-light, and goes for the reverse gravity canceled end-sig, and it worked out perfectly where it just missed the hitbox of the side sig and hits him from underneath to get the end-sig. That was just amazing timing from Saphir there, masterful stuff, and we're going to be going into game 2 here with a 1-0 for Saphir. Getting into game 2 here on Demon's Island. We got Awesome with weapon pickup, now with the boots ditto, and we saw last game that this was pretty heavy in Saphir's favor. So let's see if Awesome has a game plan to answer this back, or if Saphir's unrelated aggression is going to carry him with another win. And as you can see, he's already starting to rack up the damage a little bit, and Awesome is struggling to answer back, switches over to the gauntlets, goes for the SIGs. He's definitely been very SIG heavy this game, I've noticed, especially with the gauntlets. He goes for a lot of side SIGs, a lot of end SIGs, and they haven't really been working out too much. So maybe he needs to slow down a bit on the signatures and start playing a bit more basic, but we'll see.
Well, Teska's signatures are very strong. You really can't blame him. Look at the
Oh my goodness.
Takes his stock. Like I'm saying, Teska's signatures are just overpowering. You really can't count those out.
So there's lots of nairs coming out here. Sends Awesome off stage. Tries to protect himself with a weapon throw, works out, but gets sent back off stage by Saphir. Gets a GCD light, and that's gonna take the kill with the side air. Wow, what an amazing kill. And now Saphir is the one with a much bigger lead than Awesome had.
This is 2-0 already, right? So this will be Awesome's last stock in this tournament.
No, it's just one
Oh,
and
it's,
zero.
oh, is it really? Oh my god.
Yeah, I think you just got tripped up on the game's count. I'm funny. I know, I'm really funny. And he's onto the edge guard, onto Saphir.
Oh.
But he gets the GCD sig, and that is a second game with 2 stocks for Saphir.
Every time he GCs a sig, it's just gonna hit.
Oh my
Did he
goodness.
swap? Did he
Let's go.
swap?
Yes, he did. He swapped over to King Zuba. This is what I was hoping for. I was hoping
Wait, is
to see
that legal?
King Zuba. Yes, I was.
Guys,
so
he was
happy.
not legal.
As a Hammer main myself, I love to see some Hammer gameplay. And yeah, I was told by the producers that this is the first King Zuba in the entire tournament, so I'm very interested to see how this works out. As we know, King Zuba hasn't been nerfed ever since he came out, so his SIGs are still pre-patched, and they're pretty strong, especially on the Hammer kit. So if he wants to abuse those signatures, he'll have to get onto the Hammer here, but he's starting things off with boots, and let's see how it goes here into game number 3. I know that the boots kit is much weaker on Zuva's than his Hammer kit, so I think he might be looking for the swap, but I'm not exactly sure. Goes for a D-Sig, does not work out. As I said,
Saphir kills himself. Oh,
It's here that Rage commits the cardinal sin. Instead of saying SD, he says, killed himself. Tisk tisk Rage. I can only imagine the harsh punishment you received after this stream. May God have mercy on your soul.
But he is getting a bit of a damage lead. Okay. Saphir
oh,
going
awesome
on.
on the hammer. His hammer's kind of awesome. He hits him with the end it whips, but it doesn't matter because it's pre-patch and it's not nerfed yet. But awesome is kind of popping off on the hammer and downlight Sayer. Saphir's struggling. Saphir is struggling. Let's see if he can get anything started. Light side light doesn't hit true, but it's a good try.
The low dex does not hit that true. And okay, goes for a side air, and as you can see, the damage is building up quickly here. The high damage hammer is always going to be a good pick, so as you can see, already almost close to even. Another side air, that makes it basically even here, and he's got the edge guard too. A nair, okay, tries the weapon starve, he's got the hammer, tries to go for an insig, whiffs, goes for another insig himself, side sig, whiffs. No punish on that side sig, though. He's a little bit hesitant because it doesn't have very many in-lag frames. Goes for a side air. They're both trying to get some sort of hit. They're both on 4%. Oh, but the D-Sig and Saphir will take this set 3-0. That is going to be it for me and Rage casting, so hopefully y'all enjoyed.
And just like that, my first ever casting block comes to an end. After rewatching it several times, here are my final statements. First of all, for it being my very first casting block, I think I did a very good job, though far from perfect. Not only did I say here too much, but I also said too many times, so I need to cut back on those verbal fillers. Speaking of repetition, there were some phrases that I repeated way too often, such as, let's see how it goes here, or let's see how he responds, or generally overusing certain words like crazy or insane. I usually have a wide vocabulary, but in the moment, I found myself using whatever words came easiest. I need to work on using different words and phrases to avoid sounding like a broken record. Also, I found that I lost my train of thought quite a few times, and I cut myself off mid-sentence very confusingly. I need to find more natural ways to switch topics instead of just cutting myself off abruptly. And lastly, if I ever want to be on a Brawl-sponsored stream, I need to stop saying kill and start saying KO or knockout. But despite that and a few other minor things, I think I did a really good job. It looks like other people thought so too, which is always nice to see. But yeah, I just had a lot of fun doing this, and I'm absolutely going to be casting whenever possible. And honestly, my ultimate goal is to one day cast a major tournament for Brawlhalla. It's a long shot, but I'll never know if I don't try. Plus, the casters themselves said that they're always looking for new people to come and cast, but nobody's willing to step up to the plate. With enough practice, I think that could be me. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And maybe, just maybe, you'll one day see me up there casting with my GOAT, Foda. Oh yeah, speaking of Foda, at BCX he told me that my video helped him to realize they should come back to casting. So basically, I am the savior of Brawlhalla. No need to thank me.